Hello, Aries. This is your love and relationship reading for August 2019. So this will be my 7-card relationship reading spread. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for your partner, 1 card in the middle for both of you that gives me an idea of what the energy is like between you two. So let's pull your cards. This is the shadow side. I have Lovers, and this showed up for Pisces as well, for you in the same position. And then there's a 3 of Pentacles. For your partner, we have a Knight of Swords, 7 of Swords, and then Death. One last card, the Sun. Very interesting having the Sun and Death together. But let's see what's going on here, because you do have some very, very strong major arcana cards. Out of the 7 cards, you have 4 major arcana: shadow side, Lovers, the Sun, and Death. And so one of the things I'm looking at here is the shadow side and Death. The shadow side is why I feel like this Death card is in the future, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean a breakup. It can mean the ending of it can mean the ending of something that needed to end, okay? And it can also mean new beginnings. But this is a very important card, especially in a relationship, because it can mean dysfunction. Sometimes it can mean arguing a lot. You can see that the people in this card are afraid. And so sometimes people go into relationships very needy, very insecure. And I'm not saying that's necessarily you, but sometimes it can mean a person is having a negative influence on you. Now, another piece of this puzzle, this Knight of Swords. Knights are about action and change, but I feel like this person plays a lot of mind games. And sometimes when people are a little bit manipulative, they can have you feeling insecure. And so it's not just that you're an insecure person, but I feel like the energy in the relationship, especially from past influences going into August, that some of you might have partners who haven't been very reassuring, and you haven't been able to really open up and trust them. And it's not about being afraid of this person, but like I said, I feel like this person tends to protect themselves by controlling other people and playing games with them, because that's the only way they know how to protect themselves. So that's my first impression from the past. As we go into August, be very careful here. You have that Lover's energy, and it's a very seductive energy. You see these 2 people with the angel looking over them. Spiritual energy, it feels like a soulmate. And it's also very sexual energy. So if you're intimate with this person and you're spending all these wonderful weekends together with them, you know, it's easy to get caught up with the Lover's card. And it can almost be obsessive. It's like, I can live with you, I can't live without you, that type of thing. So you have to be careful, because your partner, again, there's a little bit of duplicity here. Your partner's keeping secrets. I kind of feel like this is an issue of your partner not telling you how they feel. They're keeping things under wraps. And so, again, if you give into that Lover's energy, don't try to mistake it necessarily for love and that you two are going to have a happily ever after, because the Lover's energy is pretty much sexual. And it's easy to be deceived by the Lover's energy, because you think you're in a committed relationship and you start planning the wedding. And then again, the partner has that 7 of Swords, the card of secrets. They could sort of cut and run. And people with Swords energy, especially this Knight of Swords here, this looks like, this is Gemini. Knight of Swords represents Gemini in this particular spread, the Witch's Tarot. And so I kind of feel like some of you might be dealing with a person who's not necessarily two-faced, but they keep their inner thoughts to themselves and they put up a front in relationships. So don't trust what you see necessarily in the relationship. And it doesn't mean that all of you have partners who are lying to you or anything like that. But it does signal that you should not take things for granted and assume that you two are going to be together forever. And as the near future, and I will get to the Sun card to tie it all together, this is a Three of Pentacles. And this is a little bit of pulling back. I feel that you might need to pull back because of that Seven of Swords there. This is the card of friendship. Sometimes it can mean being a little bit, doing some research in a romantic situation. This Three of Pentacles is about discipline and commitment. So you're ready to commit, but this person here, the Death card, there might be one, a temporary breakup. There might be a situation with your partner where maybe you two are waiting for a difficult situation like long distance relationships or divorce. But I would still be very careful. When we have the Sun card here in the middle, this is a very positive card. It's a card of optimism. And so what does it mean? Like, okay, Aire, you're telling me that this person's not trustworthy, that, you know, I should walk away. No, I'm not necessarily saying that. But what I'm saying is that the Oracle is saying that there are going to be some big speed bumps and that your partner, I think mentally, I think your partner is a little bit too guarded and they're not sure what they want. And they're not very good at communicating that. They're not good at communicating trust and openness, but they're going to get there. So I kind of feel like death isn't necessarily about a breakup for all of you Aries people. It means that there's going to be a shift or a new beginning coming, and that the Sun is sort of popping up here in the middle between you two as if to say, hang in there, but don't necessarily take things for granted. Be patient. You're going to fall down and have to pick yourself up in this relationship. So that's what I'm pretty much seeing for the month of August. In the bigger picture, Aries people, you are very loyal. And once you do commit to something, you stick to that person. You're like their ride or die. And that's good. I kind of feel like the Oracle is saying with the Sun is you need to have faith, remain positive, but also don't compromise, okay? And I feel like in the future, after the month of August ends, the energy that is going to be surrounding your relationship is you protecting yourself, you know, trusting yourself. And your partner is the one who needs to go through this transformation if they really want to be in the relationship. So basically your partner is going through changes. And those might be a little bit difficult to handle because they're not telling you what changes they're going to. They're not telling you they're in love with you. They're not telling you they're ready for a commitment. They're just being very guarded, but they don't understand that in order for a relationship to move forward, they have to open up. So this Death card is going to be very important here for your person here because they have an issue with trust. They have an issue with opening up. They have an issue with communication. And you, on the other hand, need to stick to your boundaries and don't compromise for anything less. So that was my reading for August. And if you would like your own reading for a relationship on video, it's only $10 until the month of September after Labor Day. So go to tarotbyaire.com and book an appointment. Take care, and I hope you're having a wonderful summer. I'll see you in September. And as always, I wish you love and light.